Okay, hi everybody. Tony Aiello here, La Mirada blog, and here we are 1 year later. Here's Jeff Norton, creator of the Griswold house. Hey Jeff, how's it going?
How's it going, Tony? Good
All
to
right,
see
man.
You again.
And just like last year, you're gonna have to stay close to me because we don't have Jeff mic'd. I forgot to tell you that.
No worries.
We want Jeff mic'd up, but we can hear Jeff fine. It's a rainy evening here. It's December 16th. As you can see, the La Mirada Griswold house is in its 4th year now. Well, you don't see it's in its 4th year. You see it's in full effect this year, but it's 4 years now, right, Jeff?
That's it. Fourth year.
And
Very exciting.
And the crowd is gathering. It's a rainy evening. Perfect weather with a little hot chocolate happening over here and some other various goodies. But Jeff, let's take a walk a little over here and kind of give people a little view of what's going on. Before we go any further, Jeff, what are the some of the new features this year, other than
the plastic over
obvious?
Yeah,
this rain just came on. It wasn't raining, and then right before we went live here, well, we're not live, we're recording this live, and all of a sudden it started raining. But yeah, go ahead. What do we got happening this year?
You know, the biggest thing that I think the world knows is I was really wanting that second story.
Yeah.
And it really made the display, Tony. It set it off nice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shoot snow just so you can kind of get an idea how it runs off the house.
Oh wow, you can do that? What do you got, a little thing there?
It's all off remote, so just the flow. We got kind of a weird wind.
I'm gonna get a little closer to you.
Yeah, it's it's a nice flow. Gives you that big bare feeling. And tonight's a little odd because the wind's pushing it a little bit weird, but yeah, that was the big add-on for this year. Tremendous amount of effort, a lot of money, and it really worked out well.
Yeah. Now that obviously is the big new addition, the infamous second story.
Yeah.
You have a lot of new things that you kind of put in this year, but that obviously
Is the big,
after a challenging 2020 and 2021, you got a new challenge this year with the unexpected, and we're gonna give Jeff kind of like he'll be talking about that on what happened with the city and towards the end of the video, and kind of clear things up of actually what the media is portraying and what the truth is. But there's the infamous second story, and so Jeff, if you Google it, or it's kind of the news item that's been going on last week or so here in La Mirada. The infamous second story. And it's not really a second story, it's a decoration. It's just made to look like a second story. But what else do you have new here, Jeff, when visitors can expect? Here, again, we're on in the 15900 block of Golva Drive, ladies and gentlemen, just off of Mercado and Rosecrans here in the city of La Mirada. But you know what? Before we get, Jeff, I'm just going to back up a little bit here. Before we talk about some of the other new stuff and some of the other questions people have, let's just jump into it right now, since we're already talking about the second story decoration. You received notice from the city, and you thought it was a joke at first, and you received notice that they were going to be fining you, basically. I'm trying to recollect here.
So let's back up. So I did not think it was a joke. I thought it was an actual letter, and I
thought
to make the clarity there that it was just my Christmas display.
Right.
And that was when I was, obviously notified that this needed to be removed. Well, that would be a gut-wrenching, because obviously this whole thing that you're watching right now wouldn't be happening, because I would have to essentially start the whole display over.
Mm-hmm.
Not only that, it's just a display. It's a facade. The thing that a lot of people I see read and hear is it's plastic. It's not plastic. It is actually framed, but that is a thin fiberglass FRP board that they use in bathrooms. It's waterproof. That's what it does. It's not, but there's nothing plastic about it. It is framed. It is, every metal connector and everything is screwed together. It is strapped to my house. We had 50-mile-an-hour winds on Tuesday night.
Yeah.
The only thing that didn't move on this whole display was that. It's probably more secure than my first story. So it worked out really well. And I kind of knew that. But again, my clarity is just, safety. And I understand, and I'm with the city of La Mirada, the safety, the amount of people that I bring out here. And all that I really ever wanted was somebody to even come out and take a look and say, hey, Jeff, listen, we'd like to look at what you're doing here for the city of La Mirada, and collectively say, hey, maybe you add another strap here, or you do something here, and that never happened.
Okay.
And for that, it was a little bit odd, to say the least. I mean, we are past all of that now, and my goal is to make it clear that I still live in this home on January 1st. I never wanted any issue with the city of La Mirada. I love it here. And I will continue to do this for as long as I'm capable of doing it. And it was just a real misunderstanding. There's been numerous people coming by and asking me, Jeff, where's the award for 2021? I'm like, listen, I don't even know if they're doing that. If they are, I probably not. I'm probably
doesn't look like you were a winner this year, Jeff.
It looks like I was more of a runner-up. But yeah, I don't know anything about any of that
that's
stuff.
the city's holiday home decorating contest.
Yeah,
but yeah,
I don't know anything about that.
Well, most of the information that people have gotten, Jeff, is from the media, and so much of it. If you see my, I did what did I do? A little podcast, whatever I did last week. But a lot of the stuff you see in the media has been incorrect, inaccurate, just portrayed just wrong, and the perception. So you just basically wanted this opportunity now to kind of clear things up a little bit.
Yeah, the city, one thing that's important to me is the city never fined me, okay?
Right.
I read that time and time again.
There was never no fine.
Been fined,
Yeah, I tried to make that clear too, yeah.
I will say this as well, without picking out any names. I've never had anybody formally come over here and either apologize or explain to me what happened or say anything from the city of La Mirada, but I will say this. I've had multiple anonymous city officials come by and say, hey, Jeff, I am so sorry for the way things went down, and want to stay anonymous.
So
I don't
off
know
the record type thing.
Correct.
So basically, most of the information you've been receiving has been through the media, which has been kind of confusing for you, because there's been no direct communication with the city.
Correct. Yeah, I've never actually heard something formally from the city. But like I say, I was very, very pleased with the way that things went down. I was just expecting somebody to come out and maybe explain to me, what happened, and I understand their decision and their initial decision. I didn't understand, but I'm just very grateful the way things ended up.
I think everybody is. That we kind of came to an amicable solution for this year, where kind of like the show can go on. And hopefully, Jeff, I'm sure you feel the same way. What happened this year will kind of, help in the future, because you plan on continuing, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so maybe this will help kind of help the communication in the years to follow.
Yeah, and I again, if in 2022 the city of La Mirada wants to send somebody out to my residence and we can go over this collectively, I know it's really not their deal, but if they want to send somebody out and have it looked over, checked over, add this, add that, whatever, I'm always game for that.
Some kind of submission of some kind of plan where they can kind of oversee it and okay it if they need to.
And I didn't cut any cost, just so we're clear on that. I mean, this wasn't Elmer's glue and duct tape. I mean, I put that together right.
Yeah, I understand. Well, how a lot of things are black and white with the city, so I'm sure as long as you guys are talking and you follow the requirements and they're willing to work with you, I'm sure in the years moving forward, it should be pretty cool.
And like I say, if we were worried about wind, I've lived here 20 years. Tuesday night, I wish I had a video recorder, because my whole display, all my stuff on the yard, my squirrel was down the street, Margot was down the street.
That's what I wanted to ask you, Jeff. Yeah, so I saw something you posted and you were closed, right? Because everything was all over the place?
Yeah, but nothing to do with the second story.
Right.
That didn't move.
Is that the only thing that didn't move?
Pretty much.
Okay.
So the display does not really appreciate rain, and it certainly doesn't like wind. And I accounted that in my head when I built it.
Yeah. So that leads me to another question that a lot of people have. Jeff. Where does all this stuff go? So you're in year number 4 now. Where does all this stuff go? First of all, you have maintenance you have to do at night when you close, and then during the off season, where does all this stuff go?
So Tony, one thing that you don't know, and you walk with me here, and a lot of guys don't know, is the first motorhome I had, I ended up getting
I read about this, Jeff. Okay. This is the one the new one, right?
Yeah, this is the new one, and it's the only one in existence, Tony. And I tell you, the rarity of this motorhome would probably have most people not showing it. If you know what you're looking at, which you probably don't, it's a 72 Ford Condor. But the big thing about this motorhome, Tony, is the vents. This is the money shot, okay?
Okay.
These vents are in the
I'm all about money shots.
Yes. This is where they belong, okay? When Eddie opens up the door, when Eddie tells Clark to have the kids come out of the motorhome,
right?
they're all here. The 6 of these motorhomes that are in existence, they're over here. So if you're big into the movie, this is the only one in existence with the vents in the right location, just like the movie.
And didn't you get this motorhome within this last year?
I did.
And didn't you go retrieve it out in the middle of the desert somewhere?
I did. Yeah, this thing had, 100 pounds of rat feces. It had been out there for about 20 years, and it was unbelievable. The way I acquired it was through somebody that was standing at the display and actually said, I have that motorhome. I'm like, yeah, right.
Right.
And he was a really good guy, and we became really good friends. And I am just blessed to have this. And that's probably one of the bigger deals that I've got. This year, I actually brought a guy in from Hollywood, an artist, and he did all the work on it.
Now, let's walk back over here. So didn't you, now your Facebook page is public, so people can see the whole story of how that evolved, can't they?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, like the photos of you going out there and where it was and all that stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
That is really, really cool. Now, this has always been on your bucket list, right?
Oh,
this motorhome.
yeah,
the original.
for sure. Yeah, everybody was looking for it. It's an absolute unicorn, and I was the only guy to actually ever find one. And it really makes the display. The second story was big. The motorhome really, both of them are big parts of the display.
Right.
And they're both new for this year.
Okay, so you never said where do you keep all this stuff in the off season?
So the whole display goes in here. In the motorhome, in the cars, and then I've got a tremendous amount of poured slabs, and it parks next to my house.
Oh, nice! So you got a little system and that's very, very cool. Okay, so what's going to happen with the second story? That you're going to take it apart?
Yeah. So the second story will come down. It's all modular, and it'll get. I have an area in my house, and it'll lay up in the rafters. Is what it does. It actually will lay flat. It comes out in pieces.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right. So you say you're going to be continuing on for years to come?
Oh yeah. So next year I've got some big plans. It's either going to be. It's a little touch and go with the vehicles because I've got so many already, but there is another vehicle I want to add. So it's either going to be a vehicle scene or it's going to be the department store scene.
So is this like a sneak preview of what we're going to see next year?
Yeah, and I haven't given that to anybody. So yeah, department store, the lingerie girl is really the way that I want to go. I'm really feeling that scene. And the guy who does my artwork here, this guy's absolutely unreal. So he can probably do a neat piece on the department store lady.
So right on. Well, Jeff, hey, thanks for this opportunity to talk to you again this year. You guys, if you want to check out our video with Jeff last year, you can check out the La Mirada Blog YouTube channel. So you're going to be out here till January 1st.
January 1st.
I love the way you can pull that thing out of your pocket, dude, and just make it start snowing.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to be out here till January 1st. And now you can see, Jeff, since we've been here, the crowd has really grown here. There was like maybe a couple of dozen people here. Now there's more like 4 or 5 dozen people here.
I came down from Utah to see this.
Oh, awesome, wow. Hey, man, you came down from Utah to see this? Right on.
Yeah, I came down just to see this.
Oh, that's amazing.
It means
That's
a lot.
amazing
I've had
story.
a lot of people out of state and everything. I started this as a local thing, and now it's got pretty big. Thank
Right
you for
on.
coming down. Oh, it's awesome.
On the La Mirada blog?
Yeah, there you go.
I know. Yeah, I know. They're all, what the heck is a La Mirada blog? No, there actually is a La Mirada blog.
Look it up.
They're all, yeah.
I had a house on Scott in Whittier. So.
Oh, right on. Well, thanks for coming, guys. So you're going to be out here till January 1st?
Yeah, January 1st will be the last day, and this thing will be shut down.
Okay, sounds good. So we got a little sneak preview of what's going to happen next year. They're all La Mirada blog. What the hell is that?
Right.
They're like, is that part of your Christmas
Thank you.
decoration?
Bye-bye. Yeah,
but yeah, just since we've been out here, Jeff, a lot more people, and you see the rain falling. So many people having a good time out here. So happy that things came out with a happy solution this year, and you get snow on the ground and everything happening here.
And that's what meant the most to me, Tony, is the fact that I just cannot express how many people come out and this makes their Christmas. And that was one of the reasons why I was in shock when we were going to not do this, So it's important to me that everything worked out. And I just want to say thank you to the city of La Mirada and all the surrounding communities. It's been absolutely unbelievable.
Yeah,
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, thank you from all of us and everybody that comes out here to enjoy this, Jeff. Year number 4, you obviously have a tremendous passion to do this. Are you amazed, like even as we stand here right now, did you ever envision And this is just a Thursday night here in La Mirada. We just had somebody walk up saying they came from Utah just to see this.
Never.
Did you ever think you would see this when you first came up with the idea of
Never.
doing this house?
Never. I'm a huge collector of the movie. I never ever dreamed when I was willing to put my stuff on display that nobody on this planet has. I knew it was kind of cool stuff, but never imagined this.
This is so awesome. All right, yeah. And how fulfilling is this to see this? What is it?
It's amazing.
Does it give you anxiety? Does it make? Obviously, it makes you happy.
It does, man. The stories, Tony, of guy. I'll give it to you real quick. The most amazing story last year. Guy came here with his girlfriend. First date was here 2018.
Yeah.
They walked up here the last day I was open. She was terminal. She had 3 days to live. She came here to finish up her life at this display. There wasn't a dry eye here.
Oh my
I mean,
gosh.
and that's how much impact this display has had on people. They came out from Sparks, Nevada.
That is amazing, Jeff.
Yeah.
Congratulations again on making so many people happy. Again,
Glad I can
folks,
do
we're going to here. We're going to be here. We're here now, but Jeff is going to be out here at the 15900 block of Golva Drive here in La Mirada, just off of Mercado and Rosecrans. And we're glad we're able to give you a little peek of this year, following up last year. Jeff, we're looking so forward to your house and the improvements and changes next year.
Yeah.
And we will talk to you guys all later. And on behalf of Jeff Norton, my name's Tony Aiello for the La Mirada blog, and we'll catch you later. Take it easy,
Merry
everybody.
Christmas. Thanks, Tony.